This video is based on a series of articles by August Boehm published in the 2024 American Contract Bridge League Bridge Bulletin. The article was titled Troubles with Doubles and is definitely worth going back to the archives and reading if you haven't done so already, if you're an ACBL member. Augie is a top-notch bridge player, teacher, and writer. As a player, he's won numerous titles and blue ribbon qualifications. He's taught thousands of students worldwide, is the author of 11 books, has been a Contract Bridge Bulletin columnist for nearly 35 years, and has been a Bridge World staff member and writer for nearly 25 years. So here's the situation. All the bids up until and through 3 spades are reasonable. 3 spades was alerted as weak. And now partner has made the infamous DSI, Do Something Intelligent Double, which basically says, I want to compete here, but I'm not quite sure how. Partner, you figure it out. And this also is known as the blame transfer double, because if you as South field it well and end up with a positive result, partner made a brilliant double. If, on the other hand, you don't choose wisely and the result is not very good, well, it's your fault. So North has effectively transferred the blame in this auction to South with his double. So what we're going to do from here is look at 4 examples of what can happen in this particular auction with these cards. Well, Hammond's law says if you have a choice of reasonable bids and one of them is 3 no trump, bid it. Because I am operating on 2/3 of one eye, my cursor speed is not very fast. So choose your own line of play. I would just suggest to you that no matter what line of play you choose, as long as it's reasonably reasonable, you're going to end up in the same place, which is this contract is not going to fetch, and in fact is going to be down 2. So go ahead and fast forward to the end of this particular hand or this deal, and we'll try it over again. As you can see, not the world's greatest result. So we'll try it again another way. So this time we'll let them play the hand and hope we beat it. Just so don't bore you to death, I'm just going to use a screenshot for the rest of these things rather than playing them all out in front of you ad infinitum and boring you absolutely to death. So let's see what happens. Oops. Oh well, hope this was match points. We can just get on with the next hand and not have to go see our teammates. So let's try something else, see what happens. Let's jump to game and put the other guys on a guess. So we'll bid 5 diamonds and hopefully it'll either make it or only go down 1. And probably the best result we can get. So even though BBO has a minus sign in front of it, we actually make 5 diamonds for plus 400. And this time we hope we are playing teams at imps so we can go back to our teammates and have a positive swing this time. Yay! By the way, Augie did game out 5 clubs and that does not fetch. It's down 1. Let's look at another hand. This time you have the same hand as South. The same auction occurs, but because North has a different hand, you can't go wrong. You're going to make any contract that you would normally bid. It gets even better if South decides to pass the double and it gets passed out at 3 spades doubled. This time you beat it 3, Jack of diamonds to the ace, King of clubs, ace of clubs, on which South shows suit preference for hearts, small heart to the king, club ruff, and the rest is obvious, down 3. So let's just look at a couple of Augie's conclusions, and I'm going to read them. The first hand is a good deal more oriented to offense than defense because of its distribution, while the second hand has a more defensive posture with extra values and flatter distribution. So, based on this, Augie poses a question. How is South supposed to take an intelligent action with a do something intelligent double that has this wide a range? Pardon me for reading again, but I want to do my best to get this right. If South guesses to pass the DSI double in both simulations, the result ranges from minus 470 opposite the first hand to plus 500 facing the second hand. A huge swing is at stake, but with so much ambiguity, something is truly amiss. If South guesses to remove the double to 3 no trump, the result is either down 2 or an over trick, again depending on whether North holds the first or the second hand. No matter how high South's IQ, the partnership is left floundering largely because of a too wide range DSI double. Poorly defined DSI doubles should come with a warning label, THTH, standing for too hot to handle. That's the end of part 1, and we'll pick it up in part 2 with another video which will look at the September and possibly the October columns.